What's going on, everybody? We are live Tuesday afternoon here. We're going to talk to you about a couple things that we have going on, in the Sang Lucci world.
Yes, sir.
You got Lucci here, professor, who has, by the way, put together a lot of this stuff. So we're going to let him come and do the show.
I'm just going to talk a little bit, guys.
Shoot the shit.
I'm just kidding. Lucci's going to talk for the most part, but we did want to start off. And we'll wait for some of the other people to trickle in before we get into specifics of it. But Lucci and I were sitting around last week, kind of a quiet week, and we had been talking for a while about doing something new, with our education and really hooking somebody up, giving out really cool free stuff. And Lucci, I mean, how did you come to the idea of Twitter Rehab? Like the rehab part of it.
I don't know. You guys see this beard right here? Whenever it gets like really long, I don't leave this apartment. I haven't left this apartment. Actually, this weekend I went nuts.
Yeah, I was gonna say you were going crazy.
I went nuts.
Yeah.
I got so retarded for predominantly the whole weekend, and then Sunday evening we're out, and I'm just like, it hit me, and I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. So I go home. And since Sunday, I have done absolutely nothing but sit on this couch, play video games.
You're doing the ritual of what you do when you lose money, except you're not losing.
Except I'm not losing.
You're like, it's like a catharsis.
It's weird. It's very weird. Anyways, so it came back to me just on, because we're about to launch this new site. We're about to launch a new site. We're about to, have a new chat room. We're about, there's going to be a whole different experience now when you come to sanglucci.com.
Absolutely.
You guys have seen us on TV now all the time. So, I think there was a push for, some new stuff to really throw out there to differentiate us and make us a little bit different. We already are really different out there from, a lot of the people that we compete with. But I think this was the one other step, because there were so many conversations that I would have in the chat rooms about traders who were just stuck.
Yeah.
Traders who were stuck, traders who just couldn't get it going.
Right.
Who just couldn't figure it out.
Right.
So then I remember we were talking about this trader Rehab.
Yep.
And I was rehabbing from being wasted all weekend anyway. Right. So therefore.
Right. Yeah. So yeah. The point, guys, of
I take care, man.
See, man. Nice to see you. The point, guys, of Trader Rehab is not to take someone and teach them something completely brand new, right? I mean, we don't want to have a futures trader come in and say, hey, teach me how to trade options. That's not the point. The point is to find people who are, doing something. Maybe you guys have had sex. Maybe you've had sex in the past. I hope you've had sex in the past, but that's none of our business.
Wow.
Or maybe that's the problem. Maybe you're not having enough sex.
How long has it been for you, man?
Me? Come on, Sunday, man. What's today? Tuesday? Sunday. Barely 48 hours. God, my back.
Anyways,
if it's success in the past, or maybe you're like really have not ever been able to get it going. But the point is, you need to improve what you are currently doing. Right, and so we are not going to come in and teach you something completely brand new. We're going to teach you how to do what you're doing better, right, and basically just help you get out of that rut. And it's going to be a combination of things, right? I mean, we're going to give you, I'm sure a lot of it is going to be sort of pep talks and feedback on the psychology of trading. Some of it will be strategic, of course. Right. If you're holding options into expiration over and over, then Lucci's gonna slap you over the head and tell you how not to do it. Yeah,
and I think again, I mean, just to really expand on that, it's not like something where we're gonna focus on teaching you how to trade.
Right.
It's not like that. It's more or less you understanding and actually putting into practice the stuff that you tell yourself all the time. And sometimes you just need somebody else to be there, putting their foot up your ass, and just pushing you in the right direction. And I know for my sake, when I've gotten into these ruts, and you guys have seen me getting into these things, I think a lot of it for me was also putting the stuff on Twitter. That also actually helped me become more honest with what I'm doing. And that's one of the most important things about this program. You cannot come to our table, you cannot come and request, us to help you out if you're not honest about how much you suck at X, Y, and Z, or how much you're making mistakes here and there, and that's one thing that over the years, after getting into these horrible bad sort of
Ruts.
like trading periods,
Right.
You really have to be honest with who you are and what is happening to you and why. Because at the end of the day, you drill down to one thing. And for me, it was always letting losers run. I knew I had to get out of them. I knew the point at which I needed to get the hell out, but I just froze at that moment because I'm sitting here trying to rationalize, okay, I'm going to stay in this because of X, Y, and Z. I'm going to stay in this because of X, Y, and Z. When originally your trade idea was, if this shit happens, you're going to get the hell out.
Right.
And I even did it today. I even do it now, but I do it now on a much smaller and contained scale, And again, you're not going to be 100% out here, but you have to have that force behind you, that is going to sort of push you to make better decisions, do better.
Yeah, and so exactly what Lucci said. It's kind of about leveraging the Sang Lucci community, to be a support around you, right? I mean, that sounds kind of flowery, but the point is that there's a ton of smart, experienced traders who are in our chat room every day, not just the guys who are officially on our team, but guys who've been with us for a while. And when you publicly say something, if you come on and do trader rehab with us, we are going to film an interview with you. We're going to put the recommendations that we give you, your sort of one-page prescription of, hey, this is how we think you're going to get out of this rut. We're going to put that up as a blog post. I mean, everything will be out there publicly, and so I think that forces a sense of accountability for you guys, just what Lucci was talking about. When your plan of action is out there and 1,000 people are looking at it, and you wake up the next day and you dare, you don't do that, it's psychologically, it makes some changes.
Definitely.
And we also want to. A lot of people deal with the same issues, right? So for every one person that actually comes on and does trader rehab, there's going to be another 10 who don't come on but are dealing with the same stuff. And so your video, the blog, the blog post that we create around your specific issues is really going to help other people understand how they can improve.
Definitely. And we've created a team environment here now too. And trading is always it's a lonely sport, similar to tennis. Again, it's a lonely sport. You're out there by yourself, and we're trying to make it a situation where you don't feel like that, and it's not always like that. I mean, for me, it's been like that since day one. And now that Brian and Peter are next to me, everybody looks at the market a different way. And once you start becoming super honest about where you are in your trading, then that's when you start opening up your mind towards other perspectives, towards other ways of doing the same thing that you're doing, maybe just a little bit different, and that could make all the difference in your trading. Which is it could be something as little as that clicks things in the right place for you.
Right. I mean, and sometimes it's just having someone tell you. A lot of people know how to work out. They don't need a personal trainer to show them how to work out. It's just someone being there saying, do this, get off your ass, go do this thing you don't want to do, do it, and you'll be successful.
Definitely.
So,
cool. So how do they sign up for Trader Rehab?
Yeah, guys, so if you want to sign up, just send an email to contact@sanglucci.com. So we have some new email addresses here that we're rolling out to help you guys communicate more easily. Send one to contact@sanglucci.com. The rules are on the post that we put up, so just Google Sang Lucci Trader Rehab, and the post will come up. First result, keep it short, guys. I mean, we had someone send in like 1,000-word application, and we can't read a bunch of 1,000-word applications. So keep it to what we talk about in the post, and
Definitely.
Yeah, man, we're excited for it. So we're gonna cut off the applications tomorrow after the close. So So get them in, guys. Get them in. We don't know how frequently we're gonna do this because we don't know what the time constraint is going to be on our side. So we're just kind of feeling this out. Could be once a month thing. Could be once a week. We'll see. But this is the trial version. So we're pumped up to get this first guy on there.
And then number two on the day here was something else we're pretty pumped up about too. I know this one is.
Yeah, guys.
It's our neuroscience experiment that Charlie has put together.
Indeed, indeed. So, guys, we have the dates set for this. I know we talked about it before, but the dates are finally set. So it's April. It's going to be in Los Angeles between April 20th and the 27th, right? And if you guys don't know anything about this, you can Google Sang Lucci neuroscience, and it'll be the first thing that comes up.
Well, give him a little quick synopsis.
Right, of course, yeah. But what we're doing, guys, is we're hooking 30 traders up to EEG scanners, so it's going to measure their brainwave, activity. And when I say they, I mean our entire team is doing this with you guys.
We're all doing it. So Peter's going to be there. Brian's going to be there. I believe Haim's going to be there.
Haim's going to do it. Lucci's doing it.
I'm doing it. You know, and this is going to be crazy. I mean, I've always thought about what it would look like or what the findings are. I mean, this is going to be crazy. It's going to be hilarious.
It's going to be very cool.
That's what it's going to be.
And no one's ever done this before, as that I'm aware of. No one's ever done it before. And what's the point? The point is we want to know what's going on in people's heads when they trade.
Yeah.
How that's different from your average, normal brain activity. What makes each person who does this different, right? Everyone has a different brain. Everyone has, Lucci might have brain waves that are associated with, super high focus, but, at certain times, the anxiety might go through the roof or something like that, right? And the point of this is for us to learn a lot about how the brain works. For the guys who are running the experiment, I mean, it's a PhD. We're partnering with the guys over at True Brain. Very cool product over there, and their whole team. It's one PhD, and then I think they have 3 neuroscientists who are also helping support, the study. So, and it's not just like we're not just like throwing it together in the loft here. I mean, it's like an institutional review board approved study.
Serious shit.
It's right near the campus of UCLA where these guys have all been trained and studied. I mean, it's fucking serious. So
legit.
It's very legit. It's going to be very cool. So, but we can only have 30 people in it, and we've got I think about 10 to 15 signed up already.
Right.
So we are going to be opening up the registration to that next week. It's not just a study too. We're going to do a whole educational seminar that Saturday in LA.
Right. So I mean, we haven't got the place yet.
Yeah.
We haven't got the place yet. However,
the places we're looking at.
We're gonna cap it all off with a sort of an educational seminar with all of us. Obviously exclusive to those 30 people.
Right.
And then throw a big ass party.
Yeah, the party.
And then throw a big ass party.
We're trying to decide if we're gonna do the party the night before. I mean, I know Lucci can trade like an animal when he's hungover. I don't know if everyone else can teach when they're hungover.
Definitely.
But if you guys are in the study or you're just around the LA area, definitely hit us up because the places we're looking at renting are badass, and the party will be very fun. We already have some sponsorships lined up for the party, not even for the study. We got other people coming in for the study. So
yeah. So it should be good. I mean, and then how do they sign up for this?
Yeah, so you cannot actually sign up yet, but if you want to get your name in, we're giving registration to people, to the people that have expressed interest first, right? Because we think it's going to fill up pretty fast. So send an email to contact@sanglucci.com and just say, I'm interested in the True Brain experiment. Please put me on the list.
Okay.
And once we have that list, you'll be one of the first people to receive the discounted price. And you guys, Sang Lucci subscribers are going to get a discounted price on this.
Right.
And then once we open up to partners, if we do that, it's going to be more expensive. So make sure if you buy, you tell us you're from Sang Lucci.
Now, are there any prerequisites for people that want to apply? I mean, are there any people that just cannot be a participant in this thing anyway?
Yes, there are. You have to be a trader, obviously. You have to be right-handed, which is weird, but it's a neurological thing apparently. So you have to be right-handed. You cannot be on any medications that are, if you're on stimulants, like something like Adderall or modafinil, something like that for ADHD or narcolepsy, you have to be able to wean yourself off that for up to 4 days, wash out, as they call it, 4 days before the study. You have to be blood level medication, so stuff like antidepressants, stuff like that. That's a non-starter. You can't be on medications like that.
What about the smoking weed thing? There's a smoking weed
Yeah,
thing too, right?
if you are a daily smoker every day for the last 2 months, first of all, your life's in shambles. Second of all, you cannot take part in the study.
Okay.
And alcohol use as well. If you black out, I think it's more than 5 days a week. So binge drinking more than 5 days a week. If you experience frequent blackouts, and you can't stop that for 2 weeks leading up to the study, can't be part of it. Again, if that's what's going on, you need real rehab, not trader rehab. And the last thing, you got to be willing to. Part of what we're doing is we're testing whether the product that True Brain, our partners on this, make, which is it's like a healthier version of caffeine, is how I always sort of describe it in layman's terms. You got to be willing to take that for 10 days leading up to the study, right? Because that's part of what this is studying, is whether or not these nutrients will have a positive effect on your brain. So,
cool.
Yeah, so you guys can check out the posts. Sang Lucci Neuroscience, check it out.
Definitely. And then Sang Lucci Trader Rehab, check that out as well. If you guys want to get involved, you know how to get in touch with us. And we look forward to reading your applications and things like that. And hopefully we can get started, with some of you guys.
Very soon, yeah. And I know we didn't cover much educational stuff this time around, guys. Send your emails into mailbag@sanglucci.com. And Thursday, 12:30, you're going to be in Boston, right? But we'll still do it.
I'll be in Boston, yeah.
Yeah, so Lucci will be doing it from Boston. We'll be here. We'll answer all your questions. I know we still have some from the last one we didn't get to.
Yeah.
You guys are asking great questions, though.
Definitely.
Really thought-provoking stuff. It's good for us. So,
yeah. It's good content. Everybody else on Twitter is loving the videos and everything. So, even if they come back over later, Q&A for traders, it's timeless. It's timeless content, really.
Yeah. I mean, people are hitting us up being like, I can't believe you guys are doing this. I'm giving myself a free education. One guy on Twitter was like, the only thing I did all weekend was watch
15 episodes of
Sang Lucci Mailbag and Sang Lucci TV.
No, the Wall Street porn.
And then and then Wall Street porns. And then he was talking about House of Cards. I was like,
dude, your life is in shambles. Complete shambles. Although I did a lot of that too, because I've been ripping into that Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I'm almost
done. I got 4 episodes left. I'm almost done.
You're almost done with the whole thing?
I'm almost done with the whole thing, baby.
Shit, man.
All right, guys. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you on Thursday for the Q&A. Send us your questions to mailbag@sanglucci.
Get those Trader Rehab applications in, guys. Contact@sanglucci.com.
All right, take care, guys.
See ya.